What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Nikki here, and in today's video I'm going to be going over a dividend stock that is a must buy in 2021, and you already know the drill. Let's get it.
Ooh, big bag. You not talking money, you can miss me with the chit chat. I'm not with the rah-rah.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna dive straight into this. No disclaimers, no chit chat, no nothing. Let's get straight into the stock. And to be quite frankly, guys, I am so excited I came across this one. I was searching high and mighty for one that I wanted to be off radar. I feel like not a lot of people know about it. I just feel like, you know, I could sit here and talk about Apple, Microsoft, Pepsi, like until I'm blue in the face. But I like to find these kind of undiscovered ones, I guess you could say. And this one really hit the mark for me. If you know my background in real estate and all that stuff, then you obviously know I'm really into that kind of stuff. This is one that I may go against what I said in my last live that I did last weekend. That was actually a lot of fun. I love every single one of you that showed up. But in that live, I talked about how I was not going to be adding any more companies and stocks into my dividend portfolio because I'm around the 50 mark and I just don't want it to get too nutty, too crazy, too big, because I feel like that just defeats the purpose. But y'all, this one might have to be one that I add, and that is going to be Invitation Homes Inc. And you guys might be like, what the heck is that, Nikki? Well, let me tell you, they are the nation's #1 home leasing company. So their little like slogan saying is top quality homes managed and maintained by top level professionals. They have over 80,000 homes and families in freaking places all over the country, like Atlanta, Dallas, Houston, Orlando, Seattle, Phoenix, Denver, and a lot more. But you guys, before I dive into the stock price, the dividend, because it does pay a dividend, and all that kind of number stuff, let me tell you why I like this, and I'm extremely bullish on it, because it's always important to really be into the company, the service, whatever that you are investing in, not just the numbers. So if you want the numbers, make sure you stay to the end because I will be going over that. But let's get into like my top 4 or 5 reasons why I'm super bullish on this company. So the first thing for me is the quality home, and not just finding a good quality home in a neighborhood where they're very locally next to like really good jobs, really good schools, but the fact since 2020 they have been putting about $40,000 back into every property that they purchase to upgrade it cosmetically, to take care of issues, to put in like smart home systems, all that kind of cool stuff. So they're really putting and investing their money into their properties that they purchase for you and your family to have a better experience, a more high quality experience. The second thing is something I actually already kind of mentioned in the first thing, but it's the fact that they are in communities that are very centrally located to areas with lots of jobs and really, really good schools for your kids, if you have kids. Also, just really good locations if your kids are furry, happen to be on 4 legs and run around a lot. These are really good opportunities and homes for you probably as well. Now, the last 2 reasons why I'm really bullish on them are the real meat and potatoes of this whole thing. And the first one is the fact that you get perks of home ownership without home ownership, and you get the perks of apartment living without the cons of apartment living. So what I mean by that is when you lease a home or an apartment, whatever, if you're leasing, if you're a renter, if you're a tenant, you bust a pipe, your toilet keeps running, the lights don't work, you pick up the phone, you call maintenance, and they come fix it for you at no additional cost. Home ownership, something like that happens, you gotta get a plumber, you have to pay for everything, and it's a pain in your butt. That is why a lot of people actually just prefer to rent over home ownership. I mean, to each their own. We can get into that. Be a whole different video in and of itself, but there definitely are perks for leasing something that's not owned by you. This is a perfect example. And the other thing is the apartment aspect that you don't necessarily always like the fact that you might have neighbors on every single wall of your home, and like you might have to walk past someone's front porch, which is really just a door, to get to yours. Like, there's something about living in a home that just appeals to a lot more people. And that piggybacks right into the 4th reason, is the ideal tenant wants these kind of spaces. Who would the ideal tenant, who's the market for this kind of a place? Well, families, couples with pets, couples with children, couple with pets and children, people who want privacy for themselves and their family, people who want those perks of home ownership but may not have the down payment to buy something. Like, for example, for me, if I wanted to buy a place where I live here in Southern California, I would have to have a minimum of most likely $20,000 to $30,000 to get something that's actually decent. And that's even with the first buyer programs we have going on. Like, it's pretty nutty out here. So the perks of this and being a family is you have a home that you can invite your friends over. You can have your kids run around in the backyard and not be like worried about them. You can have these kind of things without having to have those kind of hardships. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think this is a absolutely brilliant freaking idea. Now, as for someone who wants to invest in real estate myself in the future, a company like this is kind of scary because as they grow, as they get more of these assets, as they grow their business across all 50 states instead of, I think, just the 16 or so that they're in right now, they can probably offer better offers on properties to either homeowners or the banks or whoever's selling these properties. So, you know, there's that saying, like, if you can't beat them, join them. And that's kind of how I feel about this one, because I think this business model is absolutely genius, especially in high priced markets like California, I think Seattle, Tennessee, things like that. You know what I'm saying? But here are a few of the actual stock numbers that I promised y'all. All right, so the ticker is INVH, and they're currently trading around the $40 mark. Now, you guys, I did say this is a dividend paying company. They do pay that cash flow, passive income, dividend stuff that we all love. But I will say, I'm not too sure about the safety, as I am more interested in the growth and potential of this company. I think there's insane room for this thing to run, but I also think that will directly affect the dividend in a very positive way. It's just right now, as of this moment, it's a little bit scary, but like I said, let's focus on the big long-term picture, because if I and when I invest into this company, it's going to be for the long term. So the dividend is at a 1.71% dividend yield. Now, here's the scary part, is the payout ratio. My God. It's 171%. Now, hold on, before I lose you, please. I normally don't go for anything over 60. Over 80 scares me. So 171 is like dumb. 170 is stupid. But like I just mentioned, I'm here for the growth, and I actually think this is a great business. But I will say, on some sites that I read, it said it was like a 53 or 63% ratio, which I don't know. I looked at a few different sources and most of them were around the 170 mark, so we're gonna go with that. But they have been paying a dividend. They did actually this last year increase it 39%. And the most recent dividend increase in payment was actually January of this year. They increased it 2 pretty pennies, which might not seem like a lot, but it's actually, you know, it's going in the right direction, which is up. Granted, as long as they can sustain it. That's really all that matters. Do you guys think I'm absolutely insane? Do you like this company? Have you ever heard of this company? Let me know down in the comments below. And also, you guys, make sure, if you are not yet already, you do subscribe to the channel if you're into stocks, money investing, just having a good ass time and making money. That's kind of what we do here on the crew. And also, side note, I will be getting back into daily options trading. So if that's something you're into, I'm going to start documenting that journey. Make sure you are subscribed. And if you could smash the thumbs up button if I've earned it for this video, you guys. And you guys already know, if you've made it this far, you are my most favorite people in the entire world. Come here, you know I love you. And like always, you guys, enjoy the journey, whatever your journey is. Always remember to do what sets your hearts on fire, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.